The Kool-Aid's flowing, as we know, and in this video, I'm going to throw a little more Kool-Aid on 5 players. I'm going to talk about 5 players who I think could have a breakout season for the 2022 Detroit Lions squad, and I'm going to go through my reasons why it would really help out the Lions, why I think these guys would be a breakout. But before we get into today's video, if you're not a subscriber of Lions Nation Unite, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As we know, we have a new video compilation that on Wednesday, it's Wide Receiver Wednesday, breaking the wide receivers down from Herman Moore, and he's going to go why they think these wide receivers are good or bad. If you've seen the Jameson Williams one, expect that every single Wednesday with different players on this team. Let's go ahead and break down 5 breakout players for the Lions. We think of breakout players, think of players that is going to take a significant jump from last year to this year. And it's really important for the Detroit Lions to have these players make that jump, because the jump that they do will potentially drive our wins from more than 3 to what we want to expect, a higher amount of win rate this year, to elevate the Lions regarding the wins and popularity. And you just want to see your freaking team win. You want to see your team get W's instead of L's. Don't want to be the laughing stock, and players got to take that jump for that to occur. And so in this list, I got 5 players who is going to do just that, in my opinion. And the first player on my list that I think will make a jump for the Detroit Lions is tight end TJ Hockenson. He has been injured, quite a bit since he's been in the league. It feels like he's never really had that full stand in a season, and given that chance where you can see him play all 17 games to really break out. And I think this year he's going to do just that. Last year, early on in the season, before really anything took off in the second half of the season for the Lions, TJ Hockenson was the main target for Jared Goff. And unfortunately, we had no help around TJ Hockenson because the wide receivers were cheeks. And so Jared Goff was targeting Hockenson quite a bit. Then he got injured. This year, TJ Hockenson is healthy, and more importantly, we have a lot of talent on the offensive side of the football regarding getting pass catching. That's what we have. We have Jameson Williams, we have DJ Shark, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds. The targets go on and on. So now it's going to give TJ Hockenson an opportunity where he can really get these one-on-ones and some mismatches. And we already know that Jared Goff loves throwing him the football. So I can see a outcome where TJ Hockenson breaks out in a big way, and he gets a lot of targets, he gets touchdowns, and becomes a main player for Jared Goff to go after when it's third down and trying to get that first down. Because we know TJ Hockenson's got a really good pair of hands, and if the football is thrown his way, he can catch it, as we've seen. It's just the biggest question for TJ Hockenson is not playability. It's the ability to stay on the field. And I think that he's going to have a breakout season for the health reasons and the players around him. He's going to get that opportunity. So if you're a fantasy owner, look at TJ Hockenson as a potential player that the Detroit Lions could have a breakout season with. How about Lions' second overall pick this last year, Aidan Hutchinson? I think he's going to have a breakout season because, first off, we've seen it in OTAs right now that he is just balling, and destroying the tackles right now in OTAs. He's very fast. He's getting after it. He's disrupting. He's doing exactly what we anticipated him to do after we drafted him. And I think with the Detroit Lions, great depth on the defensive line, a lot of good players there, it's going to give Aidan Hutchinson an opportunity to be a big piece for the Lions defense, be the face of the Lions defense, and potentially could be Defensive Rookie of the Year, and bring the pass rush to respectability, because in the last couple of years, the Detroit Lions pass rush has been trash rush. It's been absolutely awful. And I think with Aidan Hutchinson coming in, with such good depth and everything regarding Aaron Glenn, how he's so good at putting players in positions to succeed. Aidan Hutchinson is going to have a big-time breakout season for the Detroit Lions, and it's much needed because we need that help there for sure. No doubt about it. And I love the Joshua Pascal. I love all the additions they did in the last 2 years. Lee McNeil, Levi Onwuzurike with the Akwara coming back. A lot of pieces right there that they can bring in and out, and it's going to force offenses to not necessarily just double team Aidan Hutchinson 24/7, because if you do that, you're going to get hit somewhere. That's the whole point in having such a good rotation upon that defensive line. Let me know in the comment section below, who is one of your breakout players for the Detroit Lions for the 2022 NFL season? Do you think it's Aidan Hutchinson? Do you think it's Jameson Williams? Do you think it's somebody else? Let me know what you guys think. Next player on my list for a breakout candidate is right tackle Penei Sewell. Now, Sewell last year, he was practicing as the right tackle. Taylor Decker gets injured. He goes to left tackle, has to play it for a significant part of the season. Taylor Decker comes back. He goes back to right tackle, and he's really starting to develop as a pass protector and an absolute mauler upon this offensive line. Now he will stay on the right side. The injuries, of course, is much better than it was last year. Frank Ragnow will be back. Taylor Decker will be back. Getting continuity upon this offensive line, it's going to help out the young player. And if you looked at his season last year, he got better game after game. And that second half of the season, he was looking absolutely dominant. And I think when it comes to Penei Sewell, he's going to start off dominant, and he's going to have a massive breakout campaign. Should go to the Pro Bowl, and an opportunity to potentially be an all-pro tackle because he's so dominant in all facets of his game, on run blocking, on pass protecting, on getting downfield when the running back is going. This guy is just an all-around tackle, and for the Lions to have a big season, Penei Sewell must have a really big season, and I think he will. And, of course, you got the great offensive line coach, Frank Haley. This guy is an absolute beast. Put it all together. Really good season for Penei Sewell. Another player who I think, this is a little more difficult. This is going on a limb here to have a breakout season, is DeAndre Swift. I feel, again, it's not his ability. We all know that this guy has big-time play capability. Anytime he gets the ball, he can go to the distance. We've seen some big-time plays last year with 50 yards touchdowns. We've seen quite a bit. It's injury history. It's his ability to stay on the field. That is the concern there. He comes back to the Detroit Lions this offseason. He bulked up. He got shredded. He took offseason approach of putting his body the best position he can to play this year. Just getting in condition. That's really important. And that's vital for him to get better play on the field. But if you look upon the offensive line, it's going to be much improved from last year due to the injuries. So that's going to help DeAndre Swift out. And with all the weapons at wide receiver and tight end, that's going to, again, help him hit the field more because defenses got to actually account for the weapons at wide receiver. Last year, they really didn't have to. The weapons at wide receiver was absolutely booty cheeks. It was not good. So a lot of main focus would have to be stopping the run because we were forced to do that in the pinch. Now the whole offense is able to be used for the Detroit Lions. They can do a lot of play action, and play action is going to open up for the run game and vice versa. So I think DeAndre Swift will have a breakout season. He will be something to hang our hat on and really rejuvenate this offense the way we want it to be, like we've seen in years past, and give us an actual threat at running game, a breakout player at the running back position. We have a pretty good run game right now when you look at all the players combined with the depth with Greg Reynolds and Jamar Jefferson and Jamal Williams. But I'm talking about that breakout player, that guy that puts a little bit of fear in defenses. And I think that DeAndre Swift can absolutely 100% do that for the Detroit Lions. My last player on my list for a breakout candidate, and by the way, there's other players that could have breakout candidates, not just the list that I'm doing. I just selected 5, so just FYI. But the last player on my list who I think is going to have a breakout campaign is Jared Goff, the quarterback of the Detroit Lions. Again, if you look at the offensive line continuity, you look at the running game, I think that's going to get better. Ben Johnson now as offensive coordinator is going to really help the Lions out. When he pretty much took over last year over Anthony Lynn, him and Dan Campbell, you notice the offense really start taking off in a positive direction. Jared Goff got that confidence. He started slinging the ball a little bit more, and now we have weapons. Jamison Williams, DJ Shark, talked about it a little bit earlier. He has all the weapons in the world to have a big year. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be a top 5 quarterback, top 10 quarterback, but he has an opportunity to improve significantly from last year regarding stat-wise as well as wins when you have weapons, when you have all these players to your disposal to utilize. And, of course, the Detroit Lions defense has gotten better on the defensive line and in the secondary with the ball turnovers, and I feel like the Lions defense is going to be able to get some interceptions and recover some fumbles. It's going to give the ball back to Jared Goff, where he has more opportunities to put up more touchdowns and put up more yards. So let me know what you guys think about my list in the comment section, and give me your list as well. Again, I want to see what you guys think regarding this. We do have videos dropping on LNU nearly every single day, so check that out. Again, we're going to have wide receiver Wednesdays on Wednesdays from the Detroit Lions by Herman Moore, breaking the film down. And, of course, we got our live shows at Tuesdays and on Thursdays. With that said, folks, adios.
Perfect.